everybody. Hello, and welcome back. It is GFN Thursday, and we're gonna be trying to catch up. Last week I didn't do a GFN Thursday, so we're gonna do last week and this week, and then we're gonna try that new game, which I think is free to play, um, because I have access to it. The Game of Thrones something counters or King's Road, something like that. So we're gonna jump right into the blog first. Okay, and then here we go. So this is from oops, that's the wrong one. This is from May 22nd, which there's a sale going on right now. Let's see. Sell into summer with 40% off GeForce Now 6 months performance membership. Pair the discount with the launch of Capcom's Onimusha 2, Net Marbles, Game of Thrones, King's Road, and the latest Honkai Star Rail update. Part of 11 games joining the cloud. What's up, Neo? Good morning, my friend. How are you? How have you been? I haven't streamed the last couple of days because I've been trying to like get some decent sleep, but I think the last time that I streamed, I ended like at 11. I watched some YouTube for about an hour or so. No, a couple hours. Because I think yeah, 11, 12, 13. At least 2 hours. And then I turned everything off, lay down, and I just couldn't sleep. I was up for like all the way up to like 4:30, just laying in bed. About a 1 month GFN subscription for my son this month. Oh, nice. Has he tried it yet? Yeah, sounds well, this is a little bit late. This is from last week, so I don't know if it's still, we're gonna find out right now if it's still available. But yeah, I got it for two of my friends. I don't think they ever activated it though. Activated it. GeForce Now is turning up the heat this summer with a hot new deal. For a limited time, save 40% on 6 months performance memberships and enjoy premium GeForce RTX powered gaming for half a year. Members can jump into all the action this summer, whether traveling or staying cool at home. 11 new games join the cloud this week, headlined by the highly anticipated launch of Capcom's Onimusha 2 and Netmarble's Game of Thrones King's Road. That's not all. Honkai Star Rail's latest update is available to play in the cloud this week. Level up for summer. With the performance membership, gamers can stream at up to 1440p resolution, experience ultra-wide support, and play in sessions of up to 6 hours, all without the need for the latest hardware. For a limited time, gamers can get all of these premium features for just $29.99 when signing up for a 6 month performance membership. I wonder if you can stack them. I wonder if somebody already had like 6 months worth, and then if they could double it up and extend it. I think you can. I think I've done that before. I'm fine. A bit short on sleep last night, but going away for 2 days this morning. Going away on a holiday? That'd be good. Get some rest. Or is it like work related? Let's see. Dive into an ever expanding library of over 2,000 games with ray tracing and NVIDIA DLSS technologies in supported titles. Stream top titles such as Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion Remastered, Doom: The Dark Ages, Claire Osborne Expedition 33, and more. Stream across any device, whether PCs, Macs, mobile devices, Shield TVs, or Samsung and LG smart TVs. The deal is available through Sunday, July 6th. Ooh, so there we go. It's a nice long window. First come, first serve, so don't miss out on the chance to upgrade to the cloud at a fraction of the price. Sharpen the blade. Or Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny returns with high definition graphics and modernized controls for even more vivid counter attacks and intense swordplay. Play as Jubei Yagyu and battle through feudal Japan with allies. Dive into the epic demon slaying adventure with GeForce Now. No downloads or high-end hardware required. Enjoy crisp visuals and ultra responsive controls. and stream the pure samurai action across devices. It looks it looks older though right here. It doesn't look like new graphics. Maybe it's just the art style that they went for. I never go away for work. Upstairs is my only workplace. Just going away for more climbing. So do you ever you don't ever have local clients, or even if they're local, you still do it over video? Nice climbing, huh? It's like a climbing holiday. That sounds nice. Remember to Zigzag. Game of Thrones King's Road is Netmarble's action adventure role playing game licensed by Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment on behalf of HBO. The game brings the continent of Westeros to life with remarkable detail and scale. Encounter familiar characters from the TV series and freely roam iconic regions on an immersive journey through Westeros, including King's Landing, the continent's capital, the Castle Black stronghold, and the massive icy wall, which stretches along the northern border. Players must navigate the complex power struggles between the noble houses of Westeros as they embark on a mission to restore their family's former glory, all while aiding the Night's Watch for the final confrontation with the White Walkers and the army of the dead that awaits beyond the wall. Choose the cloud gaming house that fits best. A GeForce Now Performance or Ultimate membership. Premium members command longer gaming sessions, higher resolution, and low latency over free members. And Ultimate members get the mightiest graphic streaming capabilities, up to 4K resolution and 120 frames per second. Join today. Become the North remembers, and only those because the North remembers, and only those who seize the moment rule the game. Dun dun dun. I have 3 local clients, but I never do face to face. Wouldn't work as well as so much of what I do needs screens. Oh yeah. You would have to like have a laptop right in front of them anyways, right? Yes, my son played Orcs Must Die, a Death Trap with me and Rouster. Do you know Rouster from Rock and Purple's communities? Yeah, I know him. I wonder. So Rouster, did I ever play games with him? Yeah, I know him though. He's also in Megatron's chat a lot, I think. I'm pretty sure. GFN worked flawlessly for him. Nice. Yeah, now that I have the 1 gig internet here in the house, it's a lot better. A lot better. Especially with streaming. So before, obviously I would like cloud because my computer couldn't handle the game and also streaming. But then the internet was struggling a little bit, so I had to upgrade that. Yeah. Hammer time. The Warhammer Skulls Festival is the ultimate annual celebration of Warhammer video games. GeForce Now members can join the festivities with week-long discounts on a wide selection of Warhammer titles, all available to stream instantly via the cloud. So this Space Marine 2 is a Warhammer game? Oh, Dark Tide Rogue Trader. Nice. Whether a veteran or new to the Warhammer universe, gamers can experience these iconic titles on GeForce Now at a fraction of the usual price during the Warhammer Skulls Festival. More games, more glory. Honkai Star Rail version 3.3. The Fall at Dawn's Rise is now available for members to stream. The update features an epic finale to the flame chase journey as trailblazers and the Chrysis heirs face off against the legendary Sky Titan named Aquila. Players can also see 2 new 5-star characters: Hyacinth, a compassionate healer with a knack for keeping the team alive, and Cypher, a cunning debuffer who turns enemy strength against them. Fan favorite characters, the Erta, and Aglaya also return. Plus, players can dive into fresh limited time events like the high speed Penacony Speed Cup and a quirky baseball minigame. Look for the following games available to stream in the cloud this week. Nine Kings, let's check that out. Nine Kings. Okay. What type of gameplay is this? Oh, okay. It's like a wow. This is like a new game, but it uses the old style. Okay. Okay. It's like a strategy game. Roadcraft. Hey, what's up, Rock? Good morning, my friend. How are you? How you been? How have you been? Uh, oh yeah, the let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. How's everything? So what is this? Roadcraft launch trailer. Roadcraft? Is it like a civil engineering? Oh wow, look at that. Well, there's gonna be games on every possible niche you can imagine. It's up, you know, if not already, soon. It's crazy how many games are come out. Especially all the simulators, all like the power wash simulator. That's crazy. Nice. Okay. Was that free? That wasn't free, right? That one was $40. Wow. I already checked a lot of these stalkers. I didn't know there was that many. Thought there was only like the two, right? Stalker one, Stalker two. Are these DLC or by Stalker Legends of the Zone trilogy? Hmm. One, two, three. Okay. This is the one we're gonna play. Save that for later. Monster Train 2. That is okay, yeah. Card game. People really like card games, huh? Yeah. Feels like card games are more of like a mobile phone type experience. You know what I mean? What's this? Blades of Fire for $60. Oh, they got a lot of videos. They got all videos. Wow, that's crazy. Mm. What they can do nowadays is insane with games. It's Fire, Splitgate, that's a free one, right? Yeah, free to play. I played the first one. It's not bad. It's pretty good. It does get a little bit honest, but I think most shooters do. You just have to like be in that mood, I think. Are we supposed to have sound from the computer? I don't think so. I think I muted it because every time I have I have it really low. Every time I watch these trailers, songs come out that uh, get me copyright, not strikes, but copyright notices and stuff. So I try to have it like low, but yeah, so I try to have it low just because of the music. Sometimes I don't know what they'll have. You should be able to hear it now, yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Top down. Okay. A lot. I actually do want to try some of these top down games. Especially these survival ones. I saw one that was like super popular. It looked pretty good to me. Yeah. Like I've done it to where like I just play it. But almost every time I do GFN Thursday with the audio not low, like the next day I just get a notification. So I'm like, really the visuals for just reviewing the games, the visuals are good enough because you're not gonna get the full experience with the audio anyway. So, and then this one right here, this also looks kind of old. I don't know about the graphics. The graphics that does not look like a 2025 graphics. You know what I mean? That's interesting to me. I wonder why. Like it looks. I wonder even the. This looks old to me, right? Am I wrong? Let's see. We can do the video. Does the video look? Hmm. I do wonder if it was an intentional thing. 1573. Man, that looks like you can even. I wonder why. Was it like were they trying to go for a nostalgic feel, or is it like a is it remastered? Reclaim your destiny. And Witcher 2, Samurai's Destiny returns with higher resolution. Oh, okay, okay. It is an old game. So what's the original? Oh, okay. That's what it is. But now I'm wondering what 2002. All right, now that makes sense. Okay. Okay. What are you planning to play? We're gonna do the Game of Thrones. All right, so let's look at today's vlog. RTX on deck. The GeForce Now native app for Stream Deck is here. Plus, stream the 6 games joining the cloud across devices. No Xbox games the last two, like the last week and this week. No Xbox Game Pass games available. Let's see. GeForce Now is supercharging Valve Steam Deck with a new native app delivering the high quality GeForce RTX powered gameplay members are used to on a portable handheld device. It's perfect to pair with the 6 new games available this week, including Tokyo Extreme Racing from Japan, a Japanese game developer Genki. Stream Deck. At the CES trade show in January, GeForce Now announced a native app for their Steam Deck, unlocking the full potential of Valve's handheld device for cloud gaming. I wonder how it's gonna be on Wi-Fi, so I wonder how good that's gonna be. You know what I mean? One of my coworkers had, well, actually, the president of our company has a Steam Deck. He he travels a lot. He's an Olympic shooter. Like he shoots at the Olympics, and so he travels a lot for training for different. Oh, it looks crazy. Different events around the world. So he said he bought it and almost convinced me, but not yet. Yeah, I streamed Last of Us Part 2 on PC the other day, and it got blocked due to music on the loading screen. Yes, the digital rights software on YouTube is a hammer to smash. And yeah, yeah, yeah. I wonder why can't they just give you like a pop up that says, I mean, with AI now, it feels like noise canceling to me is like it in the moment, right? Because Twitch does that. With Twitch, you can actually play the song live, but then the recorded stream doesn't have that music. So there's times where I watch streamers streaming on Twitch, multi-stream on Twitch and YouTube. You go to the Twitch stream, there's music. You go to the YouTube stream, there isn't. And then later on, when the stream ends, you go back to the stream, and there's no music. Uh, Seems like YouTube needs to catch up on that. You know? Yeah, it makes sense if you can just plug it into your TV or monitor, and that way you're hardwired in. Because it seems like Wi-Fi is probably not great. Every time I try to play GeForce on my phone, I haven't tried it in my new. Well, did I try it? I think I tried it last time with the VR set, yeah. But yeah, I think Wi-Fi needs to get better. The app is now available, and gamers can stream titles on the Steam Deck at up to 4K frames per second. But oh, connected to a TV. Okay, I was gonna say this. There's no way you get 4K on a. It's not even 1080. It's the monitor, right? with HDR10, NVIDIA DLSS4, and Reflex technologies on supported titles. Plus, members can run these games at settings and performance levels that aren't possible natively on Steam Deck. To top it off, Steam Deck users can enjoy up to 50% longer battery life when streaming from an RTX gaming rig in the cloud. Yeah, because it's not using as many resources. That's a good benefit right there. Steam Deck gamers can dive into graphics intense AAA titles with the new app Play Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion Remastered, Monster Hunter Wilds, and Microsoft Flight Simulators 2024 at max settings without worrying about hardware limits or battery drain. I mean, you still got to worry about the battery, but not as fast. I love it when I'm into Minecraft because it works on any device and I don't have to worry about connections or performance. Yeah, but you don't get the same performance like if you're on your phone compared to like the computer, right? I wanted it to be on GFM, but now I think, what's the point? Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not super graphic intensive unless you have like a mod or something. I was watching another streamer play Minecraft with what do they call, it's not scans, what do they call that, shaders, with like fancy shaders, and it looked super realistic but still kind of blocky. um but he had a 4090 or something, or probably a 5090 because he's a famous streamer, Chaco Taco. I wanted to, oh yeah, for my style of gameplay, I don't need graphics or performance. True. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Plus, you have your ROG too, right? Plus, Steam Deck users can now access over 2,200 supported games on GeForce Now, including from their Steam, Epic Game Store, Ubisoft, Battle.net, and Xbox library with over 180 supported PC Game Pass titles. Woo. Get all the perks of an RTX 4080 GPU owner while using a handheld device with battery savings and no overheating. Dock it to the TV for a big screen experience or a game on the go. Unlock a massive game library, better visuals, and access to games that won't run on the handheld before. Did you guys know? And you probably did, but I didn't know this. Um, the graphics card, like the difference between the RTX 4080 and the RTX 4070 and the 4060 and so on and so forth. Uh, it's basically the same card or the same components, right? That's not what I'm trying to say. The same like waffle, wafer inside, but the higher, like the 4080, which is higher than the 4060, the higher level graphics card has less errors. I didn't know that. So it's basically the same wafer, but the more errors that it has, the more it gets dropped uh, down the line, down the chain. Download the native app from the GeForce Now page and find a step-by-step guide on the support page for GeForce Now on Steam Deck. To celebrate the launch of the new native app, NVIDIA has given away 2 prize bundles, each including a Steam Deck OLED and Steam Deck dock, as well as some free GeForce Now Ultimate memberships. Be on the lookout for a chance to win by following the GeForce Now social media channels, using Steam Deck and following the sweepstake instructions. I don't want to be on social media for that. Yeah, I was watching, man, my throat is gonna get dry. Hold on. I was watching a video on YouTube on how graphics cards work, because I know the theory behind graphics cards, but I didn't know the actual physical uh, uh, things that made it work. And yeah, that's one of the things that they mentioned. It's like really the only difference between them. Obviously, because the 4080 would perform more calculations, so it would get more hotter. So it has a bulkier exterior, but the inside is basically the same, which is wild. Which I guess it makes sense if you compare it. If you kind of use the analogy for camera lenses, right? A, a graphics card with more errors is cheaper, or more impurities is cheaper than one that is closer to perfection, which is the same as glass. That's why Leica has insanely expensive lenses. Like, I'm talking lenses that are 40, 50,000, because they've been able um, to uh, like improve their glass manufacturing process to the point that it's basically just pure glass, almost no interference from light going through the glass. So I'm saying errors, but I think they mean imperfections. You know what I mean? Because I guess an error would be um, in the processing of something, and imperfection would maybe be, or impurity would probably be in the manufacturing of something. I don't know. But yeah, so the idea is that you have this wafer, and it has, I don't know, I want to say billions of little transistors, and some of them just won't work. They talk about how the layout is, and which parts do computations, well, which ones do actually just counting, or random number generators. So there's different sections within the GPU, and when one of the sections isn't working, they'll on the script, on the BIOS of the GPU, they would uh, eliminate that section from the processing, so that it's not used, and so therefore you have less uh, effective areas, and there makes less processing power, and therefore cheaper. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've heard. I don't know where I got this from, but I heard that, like, a let's see. So, like, let's say a 3090, which would have been the flagship GPU a few generations ago, uh, does not perform better than today's lower budget, couple $100 uh, what do you call 'em? GPU. You know what I mean? So, like, the top of the line a few generations back is not as good as the, what's the word? Uh, I don't want to say cheap, because it's cheap, but it's the lowest quality, I guess, the lowest performing one. You know, which is insane. Like, that's how much it skips. Like, it doesn't double anymore. I don't think, not like in the 90s and 2000s. I don't think they're doubling performance, but I'm pretty sure they're still pretty close to that, I think. Tokyo Extreme Racer plunges players into the high stakes world of Japanese highway street racing, featuring open road duels on Tokyo's expressways. Challenge rivals in intense one-on-one battles, aiming to drain their spirit points by outdriving them through traffic and tight corners. With deep car customizations and a moody neo-lit atmosphere, the game delivers a unique and immersive street racing experience. Look for the following games available to stream in the cloud this week. So I was going to play this game because, I have it in Epic, and then I realized that the one that I have is actually just a demo, and then I couldn't find the actual game on GFN. So I don't know if it launches tomorrow or what. But see how this one has a date? These don't. So I wonder if that one's just like down the road, maybe next week or something. I wonder if people will soon start to buy good GPUs to run AI locally on their computer. Yeah, I think the biggest problem with especially during the pandemic when everybody was looking for uh, graphic, or there was a shortage on chips and therefore graphic cards and everything. Um, I think eventually that's going to be the problem, but I'm pretty sure AI is just because it's so massive. It's probably going to stay remote for a while, to be able to do all that computing. I think some of these, I was watching another video where some of these AI farms or these server farms for AI are in the ocean. Like I think Microsoft just, it didn't work out for them for whatever reason, but they had one in the ocean because it generates so much heat that it's cheaper to leave it in water than to have this, massive, air conditioned server farms, Um, so I don't know if AI processing is going to be local anytime soon. I know that's what Apple was talking about with with their smart AI, whatever their AI name is. But I think that's going to be a while. I think for now, as long as Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is a thing, a lot of the GPUs are going to be being bought for that. That's just my guess, though. I have an agent controlling my Windows interface soon. I prefer to keep it local if possible. Maybe privacy concerns are just fighting a losing battle. I mean, even just, I think the biggest problem right now is not having enough data to feed these AI engines. And so I guarantee you people are going to get sued. I think Google is getting sued, right, for not giving users the option to opt out of these some of the uh, like famous YouTubers that were kind of popping up on the AI generated content started to I think come up, they started to plan a lawsuit. What do they call when a bunch of people something was oh, it's literally right here in the tip of my tongue. Anyways, when a bunch of people get together so they can sue a company. Class action lawsuit, yeah. So I think a lot of the content creators are trying to see if they can do a class action lawsuit with some of these AI companies. Just fact check that. Apparently, they do use different components with different specs in their cards. So yeah, for the this is the way I understand it. So the wafer, which is where all the transistors are and all the logic gates and all these things are the same. And then depending, like obviously, if a 5090 is gonna have insane amounts of processes simultaneously, which generate more heat. So that's where the components on top. Because if you look at a 5090, it's $2,000 and it's like this big, just crazy with like multiple fans and stuff. So, yeah, so I think that's right when it comes to like the components to keep that 5090 cool and from burning out, plus like the power source and all that. Yeah, so I think all of that's going to be different. But if you look at I have a laptop with the what you just said too, right? I think you said laptop. My laptop has a 4060, and it's probably like this size. Um, and so obviously the components, a PC 4060 that's this size is going to be different than the laptop 4060, but the wafer that they use where all the calculations are done, I think that's what's the same, and it's based on how many impurities that one has. Let me see if I can look it up and put it on Discord, but I just thought it was kind of crazy. Said NVIDIA does use a process called a binding, where chips that don't meet the higher performance standards for top tier cards may be used in lower tier models, but hardware does vary. Yeah. So I don't disagree. I think yeah, that's what I meant. Uh, when I said that the fifth higher end have different components, but the same wafer. Hold on. I'll search that. Oh, okay, okay, maybe not. NVIDIA does not use the same wafer technology for all other graphic cards. While many of the GPUs, including some older models like this, oh, but this see this one's talking about the 1070s. No, I meant within the same generation. I guess not. While the core GPU, yeah, that's what I meant right here. For different models within a generation, like the 40, yeah, the binding process and the selection of other components like memory can result in variations in performance. Yeah, so this is what I meant. The the core GPU die. Yeah. What's the best way to I guess the best way or the best analogy is how GM General Motors GM, like General Motors would maybe use the same chassis for a bunch of different cars. Like if you look at the Chevy and the Chevy and what's the other one? Chevy and there's another brand which is the same, basically the same car. I know because I had this one. It's not Dodge. Chevy and I'm blanking out, man. I'm so bad with like names and terms. It's not because I'm getting old either. It's I've always been like that. But yeah, some car manufacturers have the same chassis for multiple different cars. That not only do they have the same car with different trims, but they have completely different models with the same components. And I think that's the best way to describe how they NVIDIA does their cards. So they'll have the same component that starts the GPU, and then based on how many of those sections don't work or have faults, uh, then they'll put the components that they need to make it either a 4070 or a 4080 or a 4090. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I thought that was interesting. You know what I mean? Like instead of wasting something that has uh faults, they reuse it. They use it but call it something else. Which I think a lot of people when they first announced the 50 series, the 5000 series were wasn't there some kind of controversy with Nvidia? Um where the difference between the 5090 and the 5080 people didn't think justified the price difference. TSMC's 4nm process ensures the Ada Lovelace architecture. And it's H. I mean, but your vocabulary is way better than mine. I just use binding to collect my empty eggshells. I don't know what binding means. Yeah. But it's not just because before in the beginning, like when I first started speaking English fluently, because I didn't speak it as a kid, I would um I would blame the fact that I'm learning the language for my stutters and stuff, for you know the all these pauses and ums and all of that. And then I realized that I did it in Spanish too, and then I do it in Japanese too. So it's not the language; it's just how my brain works. It's just I can't get things out as fast as other people. Like I watch people like a lot of like TV hosts or radio personalities. They can just go like I intentionally like when I see somebody like that that's very well spoken and like has like a lot of sports casters, like there's just no ums and uhs and like it's crazy. I know they train for that, but it's insane. Oh, yeah, I get it, I get it. Yeah, so you basically you shut those off so the, they don't become part of the process, right? The calculations. Let's see. So we are. I wanted to see some of the updates with this thing. Uh, Visit support, session report, account. Oh, wasn't there like a thing you can hit the notes? Uh, you can see the notes for the latest update. This one? Nope. Okay. So one thing that I like to do on every Thursday is I like to resync everything. So right now Ubisoft says I have 87 games. I resync. Yes, last time I did it, I had 81 and it jumped to like 87. What's Division 2 Crossroads? Is that a new game? Yeah, it's new DLC. It's not a new game, it's new DLC. So if you and it says it has a free weekend too, actually. So right here, Division 2, um, it's what's it called? Uh, I remember seeing something. Hold on, let me see if I got it on the. Let's see announcements. Uh, mm, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's DLC. I don't know if it's free DLC. It says free weekend. I think it says it right here. Didn't I just saw free weekend on the thing? Oh, right here, yeah. So free weekend on Ubisoft Connect, which I have. The Division 2. Play for free from May 29th to June 2nd. Now available. Lead a team. Sorry. Lead a team of elite agents into a post-pandemic Washington D.C. to restore order. When I first started playing this game, it was crazy how it was after the pandemic, I think, and it was a post-pandemic theme. For free. Play the full version of Tom Clancy's Division 2 for free from May 29th at 5 a.m. to June 2nd at 2 a.m. your local time. Start your download right now. Da, da, da. Oh, yeah. Something like, I think it's like Boston, Brooklyn DLC or something. Doesn't show any of it. But yeah. But we're going to try to play. I saw somebody playing Battlefront 2 and it looked way newer than what I thought. Like, it didn't look. Well, I guess it does look pretty good. Maybe I was looking at a different one. Maybe I was looking at Battlefront 1. But this one looked pretty good. I might play that one this week. Okay, but for today, we're going to be playing. Where's it at? Oh no, sorry. Kind of got distracted there. So 87, no change. We sync, so 12. Sometimes I get an error and I just run it again. 12 still, no change. I wish Epic could do that, but it doesn't. 278. Oh, was it 278 before? Oh, let's see. Games. A way to tell if anything got added is to go here and then last added. And yeah, okay. So those. And Xbox 167. Apparently, it's a year 7 new season. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's new. What's the difference between like a season and a DLC? A season is just free, right? It just comes with it. DLC is probably something you need to buy. 167. Okay, no change. There's so many games that I want to like play and finish, but man, I need to retire already from everything so I can just play video games all day. All right, so we're gonna play Game of Thrones King's Road, which is free to play actually. I guess they're gonna be selling a bunch of stuff. That's my assumption. So let's see. Let me switch screens. Accept. That's how it's handling 120 frames, even though maybe I should drop it to 60. Yeah, maybe I should drop it to 60 because my monitor is only 60. Does it matter? I wonder. It says total available 179. Once I get in the game and I change a bunch of the pixels is changing a bunch, it'll get. Oh, how come it didn't start automatically? It's weird. It'll start pulling a gig, which is wild. I wonder why I did that. I've seen that with Epic, but now it's not so much with Steam. There we go. Let me. It looks good. I mean, when I saw the trailer last time, I think it looked really good. Makes me wonder why it's free. So my assumption is, like, look at that. My assumption is that there's going to be like a battle pass, and probably you have a limited access. If you already have an account you played as a game with, press cancel and select load game. Oh, what's this? Agree to service. Sure. Sure. Probably. Uh-oh. Date of birth 1980. Zero. Was the date? Month, day. Okay. 1980 08 20. It's better than when you get the drop down because I have to like scroll so much just to get to 1980. Woo. Buddy. I am getting old. All right, let's see. Press any key, which I did. There we go. Start game.
Power is a fickle thing. It is fleeting,
I see some
volatile,
Screen tearing.
Passed around between the ruling houses of the 7 kingdoms of Westeros.
So I had to.
Coined since records began.
I had to start with the show 3 times to get into it.
First of his name, wrenched it away from his predecessor and brought prosperity to the realm. Yet, how fragile is the peace that is built upon.
Can you guys tell if it's old English or like could this be somebody in today's society? The narrator?
It's the realm that bleeds. Its people neglected and left to fend for themselves. Few know this better than the forgotten brothers of the Night's Watch, sworn to defend the great wall of ice that stretches across the north. Beyond it lies a frozen wasteland, inhabited by savage, wildling tribes who would see Westeros.
Let's just choose some old-fashioned words. Okay.
It may not be fire we should
but the accents could be from today's modern world.
For if the watch is to be believed, whatever stirs up there in the dark brings a fate far colder than death. Even so, their pleas for aid are lost on a realm that refuses to remember.
And use old-fashioned grammar sometimes, okay. Because if you look at old movies in the U.S., like American movies that try to like show,
Fortunately, there are still those who do heed the watch's
you know,
call.
like old, like
In the far reaches
what's his name, like
the master of a lowly house
Abraham
calls
Lincoln.
upon his
The way that he
bastard
talks,
child
his cadence and his the accent and some of the words that he
For if
uses
the night's
are
watch
old.
falls,
You know, even in the 1920s, you can have somebody sound like from the 1920s. Hey, like
yes,
I'm not good at it. But,
power is a fickle thing.
which problem? See, like, I don't know.
Winter is
It's the
coming.
cadence. You jive turkey, like everybody understands. That's from like 60s, 70s, you know, disco era. And you make your way. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, the first time I watched it, I had problem remembering the names, and I kind of got lost with all the different families. So I gave up after like 2 episodes. And the next, everybody kept talking about it, so then I started again. I think I got to like halfway the first season, and I got frustrated again with tracking everybody. And then the third time, I just said, you know, even if I don't understand, I'm just gonna keep watching, and I finally figured it out.
I'm
And I
fine,
binge watched
child.
the entire things.
Mary cares for me well, just as she did for you when you were a babe.
I'll
Ooh,
ride to Winterfell.
this guy's
Bring that
old.
maester here.
No. No. Even 100 maces
What's the other game that's free
cannot
and it
stop
looks
what
really
is
good too?
happening
Is
to me.
Throne and something.
I didn't call you home to tend to me. Castle Black has been quiet of late. Joe Mormont is never this silent. Neither is Kenneth. Your uncle might have sent word. I fear something is terribly wrong. Ride to Castle
Yeah,
Black
Throne and Liberty. Yeah,
at
that
once.
one.
Learn
Yeah,
what
that's
you
another
can,
one that I want to play. I haven't gotten
and
back to.
return to me safely. Whatever the wall faces,
Oh, I did use the girl in that one too.
defenses must hold.
I'm pretty sure the tutorial's next.
Watch your footwork. Yes, that's more like it. Come. Again.
Thank you.
Uncle!
Come to your senses and crawl back north,
She's
did
wearing
you?
something different now.
You've grown.
As have you.
So, have you? Come back?
For now. Father sent me here. He hasn't heard from you in weeks.
Couldn't spare the Raven. It's been outright chaos up here.
There's been no word from Lord Commander Mormont either.
The Lord Commander is dead. Murdered in a mutiny. And we've got 100,000 angry wildlings marching on us from the north. But there is someone worth talking to. John.
John?
Jon Snow, that Stark's bastard. We need him here when the wildlings attack. He spent time with them.
They just
Knows
call them
their
bastards. That's crazy.
But we haven't heard from him since he went looking for lost rangers.
To the gate! It's one of the missing rangers!
Oh, what happened? Sensitivity. Where's the screen brightness? Simple settings. Graphics. Let's go highest. This setting sees the current device's recommendation settings. You may experience reduced performance. Really? Okay. What? Texture. Oh. Really? On the 4080? I'm gonna go highest, see what happens. audio. Background music volume, we'll go 50. And then F75 on this one. Voice hit effect. Environmental sound volume. Mount. Like the horse. Okay. Camera rotation speed. Up, down. Shooting camera rotation speed. I'm just gonna go same on all of them. Shooting camera up and down. Lock on sensitivity. Okay. So, yeah, that's good.
What happened out there? Where are the others?
Very similar to Throne in Liberty.
I'm trying. Hurry up! Brace yourself.
Oh,
Step aside. Give him some space. Get him inside. He'll freeze to death out here.
they can't carry him? There's like 100 people there.
He's one of John's party. Looks like trouble. I'm riding out. Wait here until I return.
I'm coming with you.
Forget it. You're not a member of the Watch.
Uncle, I can look after myself.
She birdie.
Ready yourself. It's dangerous out there. This is my kid.
Doesn't seem like she has enough clothes on.
Brave one, aren't you? Or just stupid?
A little of both.
Where are we going?
The Rangers John went looking for were on patrol somewhere to the east. Best we start there.
Wouldn't it be quicker to cut through the trees?
I don't intend to spend a
packet
minute longer
loss.
in there than I have to.
You sound afraid, Uncle.
You
Total
should be
available
too.
500. Yeah. I'm getting close to a gig.
You think it's John?
Nah, he didn't plan to stay out here.
Things never go as planned in this damn forest. We're going on foot. Could be wildlings.
How do I get up? Oh.
By the gods.
Frozen.
Who would do this? Wildlings?
No. This was the work of no man.
Don't you start with that.
We're heading back to the wall.
What about John? His rangers?
If they're alive, they'll have to hold their own. We must alert the watch.
No. We said we would find them. We can't just leave them to their fate.
Selden, get to the horses. Tell Thorne what we've seen. Bring aid. We check the camp for clues. That is all.
I've seen battles. Men ripped to shreds, but this...
There's 2 or 3 rangers here. The rest are wildlings. Torn apart by shards of ice. Never seen anything like it. There's got to be something here.
Oh, look at that. Okay. We're about to fight. Oh.
What happened here? Where's the rest of your party?
So many. All dead. Blue eyes.
You're in bad shape. We need to get you out of here.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Are you gonna try to finish it? Whoa. Uh-oh, here we go. Okay. We are fighting. Okay.
Why don't you stay dead?
How do I kill this guy?
You all right?
Yeah, thanks for the help.
Aaron?
Uh-oh. I even read the first book. Oh, you did? Oh, not a big reader.
Toto! There's more! Watch it! We're not done yet!
Oh, his uncle died already? Oh, no.
Those creatures. What were they?
Whites. The dead brought to life.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. What's up with this fire? I think I'm good. Probably already seen the best series. I think most of the seasons were good except for the last one. Even the last one has some good stuff, but
That can't be good.
Definitely felt
Quick,
like they were
to the
trying.
horses.
Oh, they were reaching. I think the problem was that the books weren't finished, right? Uh-oh.
It's nothing. Come on your feet. Shit.
Oh, they came back already? That's Jon Snow.
John.
Wow. Imagine having your
Uncle.
face in a game like that.
Up there.
Okay. How do we get out of this? They're gonna get up.
On your horses, now. Good. Let's move.
Am I even controlling it?
They won't be far behind us.
It's good to see you, John. We're in your debt.
What are you two doing this far north of the wall?
We came to get you. We need you back at Castle Black.
Well, did you send them back to the wall?
The Rangers are dead, John.
Then their blood is on my hands.
It's not your fault. You couldn't know.
Perhaps. This path ends at the river. The wall's just beyond.
Some of the horses are sliding around. Oh,
The giants!
uh-oh.
Leave the horses!
Are they gonna get in the river? Okay, I think my daggers are not gonna be in.
That's it! Keep at it! Come on, you ugly piece of... What's that swing?
Bring it down! Aim for the knee! Keep going! We're wearing it down!
Yeah, it is kind of automatic. Look, it does have a little bit of aimbot, aim assist.
We have to keep moving.
Who's that? Uh-oh.
Come, there's a pass around the mountain.
Sprint to move quickly. Okay. Approaching certain terrains and objects will allow you to perform special movements to get past them.
Stay close to John.
Oh, okay. She's doing it automatically. I don't have to do anything.
Stop for nothing. Run.
Quick! Through here!
They weren't that close. Oh, F. Okay.
Get up. Keep going.
We're surrounded.
This way.
Oh. Ooh. No way. And she gets saved.
You all right? Come on.
The rope! Climb!
Playing with what? F? Okay.
Don't look back. Keep moving.
Here! To the right!
It's a dead end. We're gonna jump.
Okay. Another giant.
Uncle, are you hurt?
No time for that now.
Come. We've overstayed our welcome as is.
Oh, thank the gods. I was too damn close.
Not much further now.
Oh, never thought I'd be glad
Did they
to
ever
see
say
that
who
damn
built the wall?
wall.
He's gonna get killed right now. 3, 2, 1. Bang. Oh wow, look at that.
No!
It's gonna be the guy in the horse. Yeah. Whoa. Creepy. You gotta go, lady? Oh. How come they can't cross that?
It almost feels peaceful from up here, doesn't
When
it?
do we find out why it's free?
I know how it feels.
I'm not sure you do.
My uncle led a ranging years ago. Never came back. I'm sorry about Kenneth. He was a good ranger. An even better man. It's my fault. I should have...
To hell with your apologies! We need to get him back and kill the thing that did this.
Here, a man gets what he earns. When he earns it. We rush out now, we'll only get ourselves killed. I'm sure you have questions. I'll do my best to answer them.
Can the White Walkers be killed? Who built the wall? Yeah, let's...
The wall. How did it come to be?
Legend has it that Brandon Stark, founder of House Stark, built it with the help of giants and the children of the forest, to defend the realms to the south from whatever's lurking in the lands of always winter. Never thought I'd see those monsters with my own eyes.
What do you know about the White Walkers?
The servants used to speak of them when I was a child. Demons made of snow and ice, commanding the dead to harry the living. They care for nothing but death and cold.
Can the White Walkers be killed?
I don't know. A brother here, Sam, swears he killed one once, so there must be a way. You've seen the White
What?
Walkers yourself.
Didn't we
You
just
know
kill a
what
bunch
they
of
can
them?
do. They have to be stopped. We could use your help.
I'm nothing but a northern bastard from a powerless house. Nothing I can do against an army of the dead.
Don't underestimate northern bastards. Castle Black is the only thing standing between the White Walkers and the Seven Kingdoms. House Tyre must send aid.
House Tyre can't even support itself, let alone the wall.
Sir Marok is a good man. He fought at the Battle of the Bells alongside my father. He'll find a way.
Sir Merrick is dying. I'm all there is.
Then you'll have to do. Someone must gather the support of the great houses.
John, I will see it done. But what do I tell my father?
Tell him that, like it or not, winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
You lost your horse beyond the wall, didn't you? Go speak to the stable keeper. I must speak with the council.
The minimap provides information about your surroundings. You can find the direction of your destination, the locations of enemies, random events, and more. The world map shows the entirety of Westeros. Undiscovered locations are not shown on the map. When you discover a new area, you will be able to see its points of interest on the world map. Okay. Okay. The north. The gift. The neck. Drownlands. I recognize some of this. River Run. Iron Islands. Westerlands. Casterly Rock. Oh, this thing is huge. Dorne. Sun Spear. Where's the dragons from? Westerlands? No. I don't even know. Okay. Oh, I'm getting sleepy now. Do people actually read this whole thing?
Oh, I think it's starting to
So
fester.
there I was,
Get yourself to him.
to Kenneth. Now his watch has ended.
Oh, I can't jump off. I wonder if it's the same as the show,
I need a horse.
the layout. Is this on Game Pass? No, it's free. It's on Steam, and it's free.
A horse ain't easy to come by. We need as many as we can get our hands on. Unless you're willing to ride into battle when Mouse raid on his wildlings come for us, piss off.
When did
You
I stream?
have to
Monday?
forgive my
So
brother.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
He means well.
I had
really.
problems sleeping.
I saw you ride out with
Oh, look at
Kenneth.
this guy.
I don't mean to pry, but your uncle, he was a good man, always kind to me, especially when a lot of others weren't. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I'm Samwell, by the way. Sam.
I'm from House Tyre.
Still at it, are they? Well, these council meetings can drag on a bit. Not the first time John has been reprimanded, I'm afraid. Probably won't be the last either.
John, what did they say? Did they ask you to leave?
My watch ends when I die, not before.
Did you tell them about the White Walkers?
Aye, but they were unconvinced. They're more worried about Mance Raider's attack. Still, that's my problem to solve. You'd best be off. You have a long journey ahead of you.
Johnny.
Aye.
That sounds
Good luck to you, John.
Scottish or something.
Father charged me to ride to Castle Black to gather news. The watch had been too quiet for his liking. I now see why. I rode beyond the wall and saw firsthand what they're facing. Wildlings. And worse. White Walkers. Creatures we'd thought a myth. Jon Snow's right. The Seven Kingdoms must send aid. My father must send aid. If he still has the strength left in him, that is.
Battle Pass, there it is. There it is. You can search this or something? Yeah. Already have 10,000. What is this? Consumable content. A tincture that heals wounds and dulls pain. I'll try not to buy anything. Just retrieve lost item. Scavengers roam Westeros to collect and claim unowned items. Items left unclaimed during an adventure are collected by the scavengers and can be reclaimed for a fee. However, items will automatically disappear after a certain amount of time. Okay. I guess if you read the book, you should probably read this the game too.
Oh, ale's not tasted the same since the frost fangs.
They're neither of women.
What are you doing, Molestown's your...
Wasn't there something back here? Yeah, right there. How come? That's weird. It doesn't show up on the.
Oh, ale's not tasted the same.
They're neither of women.
That's weird. What is that? Hmm.
Oh, ale's not tasted the same since the frost fangs.
They're neither of women.
What are you doing, Molestown's your...
Battle training. No. Or should I? Maybe I should. Cutting a mutation. Oh, okay. Strike the enemy in the jaw with an inspiring kick. Requires rage 80. Oh, I have it already. Guy doesn't die. Completes. Okay. Okay. Show mouse. Oh, show mouse cursor. Oh. Okay. So that's where that's why it's free. Yeah, no, I guess this is the way they make their money back. Which I like that. I appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna buy anything, but I guess somebody who really likes this type of games would spend some good money on it. A lot of good stuff. Okay. guess. Oh, you know what? This is a good way to switch to alternative. To alt, I mean. It's right next to the spacebar. Okay, so. 100 RP recharge ticket. Recharges RP. Supplies. A chance to acquire one of the components below. Select quantity. Okay. Crafting materials. Emoji. Okay. Oh, a chance to acquire one of the components below. 6,000. Crafting material, crafting material, crafting material. Goods. What is this? Rusty coin, okay. 30 fabric. Haunting herb tea. Increase critical strike rate by 8% for 30 minutes. Increase max XP by 30% for 30 minutes. Increase active skill casting speed by 10% for 30 minutes. Item required to dye outfits. Increase the amount of rewards from game content that consume RP. Used to obtain an item that may be useful in artifact expedition. Okay, should I use it? Select one of the following components. Maybe I should wait on that one. Tutorial. I think we did all of these. Press to perform a light attack. Am I supposed to do it? Okay. Oh, okay. Combo attacks. Okay. Rage can be gained when attacking enemies. Okay. What? You can equip skills in the skills screen. Press Q to defend yourself from enemy attacks. Defending decreases damage taken. You cannot guard against attacks. Okay. However, you can guard against orange attacks with set equipment and secondary set effects. Now press R to restore HP. The HP tincture capacity expansion tool allows you to increase the amount of. Wait, what? The HP tincture capacity expansion tool allows you to increase the amount of tinctures you can carry. Press space at the right time during an enemy attack to dodge. You can also double press or hold. A successful dodge allows you to quickly follow up with an evasion attack. Use the mouse to move the camera. Oh, the mouse. Whew, getting sleepy. Okay. I think I'm gonna end it soon just because I feel it like punching me in the face. Cursor mode. Okay. Scavengers roam Westeros to collect and claim unowned items. Okay. Why is this thing unlocked? I don't know why the badges still stay on. Okay. I already have 85,000. Castle Black Signpost. Fast travel. Wait, can I? How do I go here? Tracking quest, waypoint set. Why can't I? Okay. All right, I'm gonna end it right here because I'm getting sleepy. It's time for me to catch up on my sleep. So I'll leave it here. Neil, thanks for stopping by, man. Rock, thank you, appreciate it. Tomorrow I'm gonna go out with my coworkers, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream, but if I get back early, I might. Let's see, it's Friday, so F5. What's this? Okay. Why is this thing highlighted? Oh, I can just grab it. I cannot. Wait, what happened? Okay. Not sure. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I might. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream tomorrow, but so far, like I liked. What's the game I compared it to? Something Liberty. And this one seems very similar, and it's also free like the other one. And the only difference, this one's strictly third person, and I think the other one you can zoom in and out so that it's almost like top bottom or first person, I think. So it's pretty cool. Throne and Liberty, yeah. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm making a list of all the games that I've played so that I can kind of start going through the list and start checking some of them off that I want to complete. So all right, well, that's it. Thanks everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.